Okay, I think we're live now. Maybe. Perhaps live. Guess I'll wait for a couple people to join, maybe. I have assimilated myself into the Tahukan sphere. I've eaten them like the creature from The Thing and stolen all their powers and Twitch viewers. Is it mirrored? I drill a hole into my head. Hell yeah. Waiting around, warming up. How's the audio sound? Not yet, unless I'm getting a delay on people being there. 0 viewers. What is this? Where is everybody? Font looks good, by the way. Very nice.
Yeah, I'm not that wild about it, but it's okay.
I have a couple ideas, but what I'll do is when I get the PC up and going, and when I'm like editing the other stuff that I have saved on here already, I'm gonna mess around and experiment a bit. You know, this isn't all too different from streams that I would do now. There's 0 viewers currently. I like this. I'm very familiar with this. See what? Oh, Manny's here. So we got one. Hey Manny, I'm sorry I have not been corresponding as much as usual. I'm sorry. What do you want to see? What do you want to see, man? Man, my face has actually changed incredibly over the last month. Damn. 6-hour Sekiro stream. Yeah, here, wait, let me just boot it up real quick. I'm gonna hack into the Tahukan mainframe real quick. What? Here, wait, hang on one sec. I have to, wait. Okay, now I'm good. I'm good now.
Touch my toe. You gotta ping me.
Yeah, no, it has. Hello there, Michelle. You know, maybe this won't even be like a podcaster thing. It's literally me just hanging out with 3 Twitter mutuals.
Every day.
Yeah, that's just the everyday experience. No, I'm a deep fake. Someone at work told me that I looked like Tom Holland. I don't know how to feel about that information.
Coworkers not like you.
Yeah, that's what I thought after. I was like, damn.
Someone said that, Tristan, or
No, the one who like rides my ass about everything.
God?
That was the nicest that anyone has ever. That was the nicest that she's ever sounded. She's like, you look like the Spider-Man actor, and she didn't know who Tom Holland was, so she pulls up Tom Holland on her phone and like shoves it in my face, like, you look like this. I wanted estrogen to turn me into a woman, not Tom Holland. I hate this. I can't believe this. Someone, we just got bits. I don't know how Twitch works. It's news, new flesh. We got some new flesh in the chat. Okay, we got money. Thank you. I like money.
Flesh.
Post flesh regrets. 100 bits. A friend of yours said you look like a combination of me and Emma. I would feel good. I would take that as a compliment. Tentatively take that as a compliment. Oh, you can't stay. Oh, Well, thank you for stopping by, New Flesh, and the bits. Thank you. Man, okay. We got some people in here now. Maybe we're reaching podcasting level. Perhaps. I ate them. Sorry. They're gone now. I ate her. No, Emma had to go and get sick and eat garlic. Yes, Texas toast does have garlic on it, Emma.
Apparently.
So yeah, apparently we've talked about this. We've talked about this. So it's just me for tonight. We were gonna talk about like body horror, Cronenberg stuff, but she's not feeling very well. Throat's acting up. So she was like, you do something. You do something. It's like, okay. Oh dang. That's a good point. I need to finish Scorn. We both need to finish Scorn, and we can incorporate that to the body horror thing.
Yeah, body horror is gonna be a really good episode.
Yeah, no, I got a lot of good ideas. But I am one of Emma's friends. One of two. I don't know what the stream is about today. I thought, okay, no body horror. I want to save that for talking about with Emma. What if we talk about anime, maybe? Because that's a thing. People online know a lot about anime, right? I like anime decently. I don't know. I have seen 150 animes, probably. No, I have not seen One Piece. I don't know. It's cringe. Wait, Emma, you're reading it, right? Is it cringe?
No.
It's good? It's based? Okay.
Can you look LJ in the eyes
It's
and
actually
tell
pretty
him that
good.
it's cringe?
Yeah, I have. I have looked LJ in the eyes and told him it's cringe.
Why would you do that to him?
I don't know. I've been too mean to LJ. I should have been kinder when I when I was harsh. Scorn is good so far. You know, let's talk about anime. I feel like if I want to engage with Emma's audience, I should attempt to. I need to learn how to interact with people online as opposed to just not caring at all. I need to care about you guys. I need to engage in a parasocial relationship with you guys. We need to get to know each other intimately and, you know, biblically, carnally. I need to know you. Maybe. You know Aaron Paul? That'd be sick. Get Aaron Paul on the podcast.
I saw that Roman Roy photo shoot.
You saw the Roman Roy photo shoot?
Yeah, with
Kieran Culkin.
I showed it to him and she said, who's that?
She didn't know who that was.
Body rolls.
Dang.
Ginger and
He Kieran Culkin as what's his name? I forget what his name is. Roman Roy. Massive T-man swag, just like Aaron Paul in Breaking Bad.
I really want to just be a guy who's like bouncing off the wall who everybody hates.
Sorry, you guys probably can't even hear that in the background. I don't know. You joined a chaos stream solo. Yeah, let's talk about anime. I want to know, chat, what is your favorite animes? How did you get into anime? Please God, if it's Sword Art Online was the first anime you watched. You know, honestly, that was the first anime I watched too. We all had to start somewhere. I need to rewatch it too because apparently it's not bad.
Right. Sword Art Online was the first anime I watched.
Yeah, we can't be friends anymore.
You literally just said it was the first anime you watched.
I'm being a contrarian and an elitist.
What a bitch.
Yeah, the bitch. Yeah, Sword Art Online was the first anime that I watched, and then immediately after that, I watched Yoshiaki Kawajiri's 1987 body horror hentai film Wicked City, which started an obsession of mine. If you haven't seen any movies by Kawajiri, you need to. They're not all hentai related, but
How the fuck do you go from that to that?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, how much time was between the two of
What the
those?
fuck?
probably like 2 months.
2 months.
I
A double feature?
Yeah, double feature, Sword Art Online.
Watch Sword Art Online.
Well, no, Sword Art Online left such a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, what is this? Where's the real shit? So I was like Googling. Maybe I was like using Bing at the time. I have no idea what I was using, but I was just like, what's some anime that people haven't, watched much of? So I was like, okay, let me check this out. My God, my eyelids were blown back into their sockets. But I don't know. I developed an affinity kind of for gritty manime, if you will, stuff. There's a, let's see, 1988 anime anthology called Neo Tokyo, which has a short by Kawajiri called Running Man in it, and you've probably seen it because it's used in an unofficial Lorde music video that like everybody has seen on YouTube, and it's also got, most of you probably know about Akira by Katsuhiro Otomo, and the first thing that he ever directed is in that anthology.
Seen the unlicensed Lorde music video.
It's no, a lot of people will. Don't make fun of me. No, average Twitter.
With common Disney movies.
Do-
So the Iron Man.
Yeah, you might. Don't make fun of me. No, a lot of images from Running Man have popped up just randomly everywhere. Most people probably know what I'm talking about, but they don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure.
It's
You
just-
should talk about other common films everyone has seen, such as Solo or
No, actually,
New Parade of Roses.
okay, you're joking about Solo being a movie that everyone's seen, but so many people know about it. It basically is a mainstream movie at this point.
Ask anyone at work if they
Wait,
know
that's the
what
guy
Solo
from
is.
Better Call Saul, right?
I exist only online. I'm talking about like the as J.K. Rowling says, it's big on the net. You're derailing me though. What was I talking about? I was talking. Oh yeah, the anthology, Neo Tokyo. Katsuhiro Otomo, who directed Akira, very large name in anime. The first thing that he ever directed is a short film in that, and it's quite good. It's not great, but it looks amazing, as most movies from the 1980s do, anime movies, that is. And if you're probably not entirely familiar with the name Rintaro, but he's very closely associated with Astro Boy, which is the first kind of real anime and mainstream anime to come out of Japan in like the 1960s, late 1960s, I think. He also did an adaptation of Fritz Lang's Metropolis in 2000. Why are you laughing at me? This is good stuff. This is good stuff.
Like, now I'm sure everybody's seen
I'm sure.
Poopity.
Pippity poopity. I'm sure everyone. The Lion King, yeah. They're making fun of me. They're over there in bed. They're making fun of me. I hate this so much. You asked me to do this.
Please, you're doing such a good job. How many viewers do you have?
I have 15 viewers.
15 people watching you, baby. You're
I
doing
have
so good.
15 people watching me. I am doing such a good job. They are derailing this so badly. But anyway, Rintaro, great director, huge name in the anime industry, kind of like one of the godfathers of anime, if you will. He directed the first short in this 3-short anthology film, and you can watch this for free on YouTube, by the way, not in like the greatest definition, but it's only like 45 minutes long, and it's still one of the best things that I've like ever seen in my entire life. Just sit down in a dark room, stare at your screen, and absorb it through your retinas. It's very, very good. But anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I'll give you the floor. What have you seen? No, they can chat. Look, I'm trying to treat them like normal human beings, not just simps, but
They
like
can attack you, right?
real people. What?
They can attack you. You know that.
No, there's no threat of physical violence here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the internet. There's no threat of physical
Yeah, I can say whatever the hell I want,
Who's gonna stab
except
me?
like political stuff.
Tell me.
Rye, if you can make out with the camera, I think your peers would think you're very cool. No, I'm not doing that.
Right. Right.
What?
I post tongue.
How much for Emma to flush the cage key? We're beyond this arc. This is not relevant anymore.
Broke it.
Yeah.
I broke it.
Yeah, you broke the cock cage.
I'm sorry. If I'm too powerful, God, I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Hella girth. Man, you know, I need to. I don't know what other people use. I was talking to Emma about this earlier. I was like, you know, my anime list or whatever, and she was like, what? I'm like, am I actually old now? Do people not use my anime list anymore? And I don't even use it that much. What do you guys like catalog your stuff? Because I know people use Letterbox now for everything, but it's not anime centric. And there's so much good anime out there that you have to literally torrent to watch. Or you know, if you want, you can talk to a couple people, get like some bootleg VHS tapes, that are floating around from someone's basement, which I have done. It's a very cool experience. They're trying to peer pressure me to make out with the camera. I'm not doing this.
Yes.
I'm not.
Go ahead, little slut.
What?
Who are these people you're talking about?
What?
Who are giving you these things?
The bootleg VHS tapes.
Yeah, who is this
Who the
people?
fuck is this?
Well, I didn't meet them in person, but I had someone send me like one of those plastic tote containers, and it was full of like
Plastic toe?
tote containers. Tote containers. Get your mind out of the gutter, not toe. Plastic tote containers. And it was full of like VHS tapes. I didn't watch half of them. Most of them were actually just terrible anime, but it was like an experience because they're cropped into the VHS aspect ratio.
Right, you lived a horrible little life.
Wait, sorry. All the anime. Wait. Someone donates $10, you have to do it.
Make out with the camera?
What does this highlight mean?
It just means it's highlighted, so
Oh.
like it's more obvious than the others, that's all.
Okay. My friend made a list on his phone with emojis explaining the plot. For $10, I'll kiss the camera. Sure. Wait, a list on... What list? A list of what? The kid named Toe? You stream all the anime that I watch legally. Yeah, I love using Crunchyroll. I love waiting like 3 minutes for the ads to pass. It's great. Have you tried using the Crunchyroll app? It's a modern marvel. Okay, you drive a hard bargain, $100 final offer. Yeah. No, I already agreed to
No,
the $10.
stop that.
Oh.
$100, kiss the camera. Stop what you're doing.
Off camera, man, dude, bro. Okay, $1,000. God, okay. Wow. This in like fairy tale money? Is this in Bitcoin?
For $1,000, old baby cash.
I keep talking about this, and I refuse to shut up about it until you watch it. Technolize. I own it. I bought a physical edition of it for $300 at one point when I was actually making money. Okay, and you need to watch it. You really need to watch it, man.
I really don't need to watch
You
it.
do. It's
I
really
don't
good.
need to watch it.
It's like
Why would I need to watch it?
like it's good. When we talk about like auteur theory or whatever. That's my go-to for like cinematic.
What theory?
Auteur theory. Auteur, you know.
Auteur?
Auteur. Auteur. Am I saying it wrong? Auteur. What
Explain it. What is
an
it?
auteur is
No, fuck off. What?
I don't know what that means.
Wait.
How
Oh,
many
510 bits.
what is that?
That's $5.
That's $5.
That's $5.
Okay. That's $5, not $10. I said $10, not $5. Unless are we doing a gross miscalculation? It's 10. You're just gaslighting me? Do the math on that. Help. Now I've just lost my train of thought entirely. Yeah, okay. Technolize. So you may probably know who I'm talking about, but you don't know the name. Yes, auteur theory. Thank you. Do you actually not know what an auteur is?
I know what an auteur is.
Okay.
It's just very interesting to use it that way. Actually, no, it's not interesting. It's just I haven't heard anyone use that in real life actually ever.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a little cringe to talk about it like that. Ow. Thanks. Bye. Goodbye, everyone. Okay, so Serial Experiments Lane. You probably all know about that. We all love Lane here. No, don't laugh. Most people in this chat have no life, and they know exactly who Lane is. And you like computers. I know you guys.
Me, when I'm doing really well, actually, after my breakup in my entire life, I'm actually watching Serial Experiments Lane.
Yeah, no, that's
It's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm so depressed. It's so good. It's my favorite anime. Okay, so there's a guy. Yes, you know Lane. Thank you. There's a guy called Yoshitoshi Abe who is the character designer of Lane, and he also helped write the story
Sorry,
for it.
Yoshitoshi Abe.
Yoshitoshi Abe. Yes.
Yoshitoshi Abe.
Yes. Am I not pronouncing it? Here, I'll show you. Yoshitoshi Abe. That's his name.
Yoshitoshi Abe.
He pronounces it Abe at the end.
Oh.
I think. At least that's how I've seen it pronounced. Yoshitoshi Abe. I've heard it pronounced Abe, but whatever. Fine. I'm going to go with what you say because you actually study Japanese. Anyway, this guy is a genius. And the only reason that Serial Experiments Lane is actually known at all is because of the work that he did on it. But he also did 2 other projects, and Lane
That's
was...
$10. That's $10.
Hop to it.
God, guys. Where's my chapstick?
Don't get chapstick.
I gotta lube up first. Hang on.
Don't get chapstick on the camera.
God. Is this what you do? Is this how you make your money?
Yep.
What if I... God, guys. No, I'll do it. I will do it. Come here. Mwah!
Did you
I love you so much. Just a bit.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
chapstick on the camera?
I don't know. I feel violated. I don't know how to feel. Hold me. God. What was it talking? Okay. So,
$10, I will fold you.
fold me?
I'll fold you.
You'll fold me? Nah, you probably would in a fight, actually. Okay. How do you pronounce this? I'm gonna sound like an idiot.
Haibane. Haibane Renme.
Haibane Renmei. It's probably actually the lesser known out of the 3 projects that Abe worked on. But it's really good. I don't know. You've probably seen like, man, this is terrible. I'm like showing this on the camera, but you've probably seen like this art style before or whatever. Wait, are we frozen? Here we go. You've probably seen like this art style before in passing. It's very like early 2000s. Ooh, we got some grain here. This is cool. Careful, yes. And it's very, very good. I don't think it's as good as Lane or Technolize, but okay, the drum roll please. Technolize, which was made in 2003, and it actually, the opening has a song in it that's done by Juno Reactor, who did the score for The Matrix, and it's like peak like gritty techno, like early 2000s cyberpunk latex club scene anime. Genuinely one of the best things that I've ever seen. There's no dialogue at all in the first episode, and like barely any in the next 6. And it's just it's incredible. It's incredible. It's a huge slow burn. Most people will tap out after 3 episodes, but I implore you, dear God, just stick with it. It's so good. Do you like Nighthawks by Edward Hopper? Watch this. If you like paintings, if you like art, if you want to feel like shit, watch this. And if you like transhumanism, you gotta watch this too. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a woman? You should watch Technolize. And now I'm out of the frame. Why did you move the camera over
You
here?
can move it again. Here.
You would watch it if it had Piccolo or... I'm gonna talk about comics after this. Rye is boring me. I'm sorry, man. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, I like stuff like that. I'm not huge on a lot of new anime, not to sound like a pretentious hipster. I did like Land of the Illustrious, but that was like 2016. I tried to get into Made in Abyss, which I thought was very pretty, but I wasn't. I don't know. Coming from everything that I just talked about, saying something turns me off because it's emotionally manipulative might make me sound like a hypocrite, but it felt too emotionally manipulative, and I wasn't huge on that. Devilman Crybaby, which is not really that good, but it is also very good. Has a really badass soundtrack. It looks phenomenal. It's Masaki Yuasa. What can go wrong, right? Inuo. We both like that. That was really good. Inuo was great.
Sucks so fucking
It was
bad.
so bad. I was actually I was like really into it in the first 40 minutes. And then they started singing, which then they started singing.
And they didn't stop singing.
And they did not have anything to just don't watch Inuo, please. Actually invest the time in literally anything else. Really liking this close-up angle. This is very Safdie Brothers. This is great. Wait, something about coconut juice? How much to drink roasted coconut juice? I do that for free. I pay to drink roasted coconut juice. So the drink that I make at Starbucks is for myself is you can't order this normally or whatever, but what I'll do is I'll get when is the goddamn tomato? What? Tomato.
You were paid $10 to eat a tomato one time.
Oh, okay. I will do that. But what I'll get is I'll get a Trenta cup of whole milk, and then I'll top it off with like about an inch or two of the heavy whipping cream that they use to make whipped cream or whatever, and then I'll have 2 scoops of matcha in it and like 7 ice cubes. And sometimes I'll add a little bit of chocolate powder if I'm feeling frisky, and then I'll drink that.
Yeah, I think it's so funny how you can't order this as if anybody would want to.
It's so good though. What are good exercises for forearms? Okay, let's see what they're still here, kind of. What's a good forearm exercise? A general rule of thumb with forearms is that you want to, like, also, a lot of people don't know this, but like when you are using dumbbells, barbells, or whatever, you do not want to have a pronation of your wrist at all. So what can end up happening is people will be doing like dumbbell curls like this, and a lot of the times this is like the weaker half of your hand on this side here, and they'll hold and curl with dumbbells slightly pronated inwards like this. And what ends up happening is the little disc here will get compressed, and people start to experience like this mysterious shooting nerve pain that goes from your elbow to right here. And it kind of comes down through this little tendon area. And it's not permanent damage, but a lot of people will end up getting that. Okay, that happens to you. Yeah, so the reason for that is because you're tilting in like this. You don't want to do it the other way too, but it's less likely you will. Generally though, for good forms, you just want to grip the hell out of anything, and it's also much better for you if you're like literally squeezing the ever-loving shit out of the weights that you're holding. You'll have better hand posture, keep them level, go up and down like that, don't rush it, and you don't want to tilt in either and compress on either side. Generally for forearms too, as well, hanging. Just find a pull-up bar, hang from it as long as you can. Hang from it for like 3 minutes, take a breather for like 30 seconds, hang from it for, et cetera, until you can't hang from it anymore. Then that's incredibly good for forearms. But yeah, grip things as hard as you can. Your wrists will thank you for it, and your muscles on your forearms will also thank you for it. Anyone else want workout advice? I know this is one thing I know my shit about, actually. I like this. This is a good one. I like that angle. It's just me talking, but it's you on camera. Actually, here, wait. Try and like copy me talking. I'm gonna talk about like Lego Bionicle. No, never mind. If you want good biceps, here's a little golden tidbit for you. It's not from curling. You want to do pull-ups. You want to do pull-ups like this, so going up and down. You want to do close grip pull-ups, and do them weighted as well. You're going to get some nice, like, melony looking biceps from that. You can incorporate dumbbells into that along with like a preacher curl or something like that. But the reasons like a lot of Olympians have really big arms, like biceps, apart from all the steroids that they're doing, is because they do a lot of pull-ups like that. Abs, how about I pull some bitches? I am too mentally ill to pull bitches right now. Abs more than chest. Okay, abs. Here, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, and this might shock you. I have never done an ab exercise in my entire life. A lot of people will actually put way too much energy into abs. The abdominal muscles are interesting because they don't grow in proportion to any other muscle group on the body. No, planking is great for like cardiovascular health and like general just overall muscle health, but it's more of a conditioning exercise. You're not going to grow a lot of muscle from that. You'll develop endurance, but it's actually not going to do that much. The best exercise you actually can do, and the reason that I still have abs, and the reason I had like killer abs even though I was drinking like a gallon of milk a day and having like 6,000 calories or more every single day, was mainly just because of the insane amount of pull-ups I was doing. I'll do raised leg pull-ups, so on top of having like 70 or 80 pounds on a weighted vest doing the bicep pull-ups, I would just raise my legs as well. So, I'm like, wait, where's the camera? So I'm like, wait, I don't know. Yeah, my legs were, instead of down, my legs are raised up and are like horizontal, essentially. So that creates a strain on your abs. And yeah, I only developed abs incidentally. I never actually did ab exercises. So I wouldn't, I'm not saying it's a waste of time, but you can allocate that time into more specialized exercises or even compound movements like a log press or something, and you'll reap the benefits of that and also have good abs, and you'll have more time in your workout for stuff that like will actually make an impact. Not to dunk on people who do planks. Planking is a very good exercise, but it's not like you're not going to get abs by doing a bunch of like those who's the tattooed American Psycho guy? Chris Henna or whatever his name is or something. You're not actually going to get abs from doing that. Resistance training does work out your core, but unless you have very low body fat, you're not going to get like juicy, functional abs from that. Like horse-like abs. You're not going to get, what you're imagining you'll get from that. You're basically training for like marathons or rowing or something. It does work out your core, but not in the way of like a bodybuilder, or if you want like bigger abs, more noticeable abs. If you're like splitting everything up through like a normal routine, and you're like going throughout the week, if you're training for like strength or hypertrophy or whatever.
Wait, do you mean hypertrophy?
You can say it either way.
Can you?
No.
Yes, you can. God, I'm so homeschooled. Hang on one second.
Can I step by you here?
No, hang on. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Hypertrophy.
Here,
Hypertrophy.
here.
Hypertrophy.
Louder for the people in the back.
Hypertrophy.
There. Get owned, liberals. So yeah, I would recommend throwing in like 1 day of resistance training, every week to 2 weeks and whatever your regimen is. But if you are doing a lot of like high rep workouts, and maybe if you're doing like a lot more leg workouts too, you don't even need to do a whole ton for cardio either, because you're getting cardio through weightlifting. In your resistance day, or for me at least, what I would do is I would well, actually, no, I didn't even do that, to be honest with you. What I would do after every workout, and this was something that Arnold Schwarzenegger talked about, after every workout, he would do a sprint around the block. So I would do like a really heavy workout, and then I would just run my ass off around and uphill this block near this hole-in-the-wall gym. Also, raw garlic.
God.
It's a game changer. As soon as I started eating raw garlic, the gains just exploded. I didn't use pre-workout or caffeine or anything. What I would do is I would have a hey, check out this message. This is great. Damn. No, I'm just gonna leave this here for you to read it. Okay, what I would do for pre-workout is I would take about 2 cloves of elephant garlic. This one here. I would take about 2 cloves
Hey man,
of...
I want to scope a life-size model view out of my cock cheese and I'm away with it.
Damn, I'm flattered. Thank you.
Damn dog meat.
Is his name Dog Meat?
Yeah, made of dog
Made
meat.
of dog meat. Damn.
Like possible ban evader monitoring.
Okay, where was I? Yeah. So I would have 2 whole cloves of elephant garlic and then about like half a cup of raw honey.
It made me very sick, Manny, but thank you.
And I would have that about a half hour before I would go to the gym. And the reason for that is because honey is a natural source, or not a natural source, but it helps with glycogen levels in the body, so it helps you work harder and recover faster. And garlic is essentially its own pre-workout without a stem and So it like works nitric oxide levels in the body, so you'll get insane pump levels just from eating like lots of garlic. It also is a natural testosterone booster, which the irony of that. But like if you're into bodybuilding and just general like health, raw garlic's the way to go. I mean, I still eat raw garlic on occasion. You're never gonna beat that out of me. It's just too healthy. I'm trying to think of some more tidbits. I think of like the single best compound movement that you can do is the log press. I fell in love with it. I'm actually massively disappointed that most gyms don't have one for you to use. So I found a way to like like kind of like create one out of two like 60 or 80 pound dumbbells, and I'll like kind of hoist those up and do a log press movement. But I accidentally pinched my abdomen with that. I had this bruise on it for about a week or two, so I kind of laid off that for a bit, petering off, if you will. But the log press, great for neck muscles, lats, traps, forearms. I'd even say the biceps. The amount of strain that you create on your body through a heavy log press is nearly unmatched by anything else. Okay, a good example of warm-up exercises. I was horribly depressed and mentally ill, so I didn't really do warm-up exercises that much. But if I had to recommend any, honestly, I would probably start something with like a hanging exercise, or like, excuse me, do you need to get by? Hanging exercise, or if your gym has, I forget what the real name is for it, but you know, the rings, you know, the hanging rings or whatever. It's a lot of kind of like slight gymnastic stuff you can do with that. Hanging kind of just like loosens everything up without having to like overly stretch things that much. Static stretching is fine for most people, but for me, especially because I would go either really late after working or I was super early in the morning, it ended up hurting me too much, and I put myself in a position where I was in danger of pulling stuff. Generally, you don't actually need to stretch that much before an exercise, but it is important that you do your lighter exercises first before you move on to heavy stuff. You actually can overstretch before a workout, and you do want things to be slightly compact and slightly kind of like tight and ready to go for a lot of the exercises that you do. If you're far too loose, especially when you're doing heavier stuff, you are in about as much danger of hurting yourself if you didn't stretch at all, or maybe more so. It really depends. But I'd recommend just kind of like just hanging, kind of loosen up a bit, you know, do some like just light, non-exhausting stuff with like some dumbbells, do a couple squats, not with a weight, you know, just like some body weight squats, you know, maybe do like, you know, a couple, what are they called? What are they? Fireman, leg raises. I think that's what they are. Stuff like that. But a lot of people will spend about half of their workout doing warm-up exercises, and it's really unnecessary, I've found. I kind of made my own body like a human experiment when it came to working out, so I've done pretty much everything. One of the coolest things for chest though is as a good like warm up thing too, because the older you get, the more you have to warm up with this stuff. Like even like I'm 24 years old, and you know at around 24 I was starting to get some of the aches and pains you get when you get older and stuff. And you need to warm up a bit more, but you need to do it in a very smart way. They sell these bendable kind of like spring metal rods that you can kind of grip. Here we go. You kind of grip and kind of bend inward like this. Even if you just do this really tight, you can kind of feel it in your pectorals here and in your forearms. That's really good for warming up. And if you don't actually do much for exercise, that can be its own workout too. And you can get stuff that goes all the way up to like, 400 pounds of pressure, 600 pounds of pressure or something. Maybe, or I'm actually not too sure on what the measurements are for that, but it is genuinely ridiculous how far up those go. I want to get a couple, just to have at home. what I used to do before I joined a hole in the wall gym is I had some really shit dumbbells, and they're like the blocky plastic ones that you can kind of interchange and add to. So they look like they're heavy, but they're not. Like a 15-pound, dumbbell has like 7.5 on each side, and they're all like this thick. It's ridiculous. So I had that, and what I would do is my dumbbell, like the barbell for the dumbbell, would run out of space, and what I would do is I would tape other weights to the side. So I would duct tape, and I'd make the dumbbell larger, and I got it all the way up to like 60 or whatever. So I was doing curls with this Frankenstein-looking dumbbell, all just like duct taped around to hold the extra weights in place. I'm surprised I didn't drop anything and like break a foot or something. In terms of like working out though and like maintaining, you don't need to go too crazy. Once you reach a point where you think you're fine with how your physique looks, you really only need to train heavily like 2, maybe 3 times a week. Like I've barely done much training at all, and I'm on estrogen, and I've maintained like a lot of definition and muscle mass through the first month of that, and then like 3 months of barely working out. It's all about kind of the intensity of the days that you do work out and doing it smartly too. You don't want to overdo it. Also, I totally overlooked this, but hello, 2 first-time chatters. I'm so sorry if this is the first time you've been on stream here, or first time chatting on stream. If I've provoked you to chat for the first time, I hope it's for a good reason. Man, I'm tired. I am getting tired. I think I'll probably stop this in about 15 minutes, because that'll reach a nice solid hour. Anyway, that's my whole spiel on working out. I hope that was informative for those of you who were asking. Anyway, back to anime. There's actually not many anime I've seen about working out. Yeah, of course, the classic 1997's Berserk, but that's not really about working out now, is it? What?
Isn't that what One Punch Man's about?
Oh, One Punch Man is about how boring exercise is and overrated, or something like that. So, you all probably are familiar with One Punch Man, but within like the YouTube fitness sphere, oh yeah, Guts got some insane gains. There's no, I can't accurately describe how much trauma will increase your gains. The more trauma you have in your life, the sicker your gains will be. Okay, yeah, One Punch Man. There's this thing in like the YouTube fitness sphere where people will attempt the One Punch Man training routine. And I was thinking about this the other day. Not the other day, maybe about like 2 weeks ago. And if fitness influencers do that, there's probably a lot of people who've watched anime and gotten into fitness because of One Punch Man. And the irony of that is that the One Punch Man routine is like the single worst thing any beginner can ever do, because there's no rest days. There's insane amount of like high volume in the sets that you're doing. I just, the amount of agony I imagine everyone's rotator cuffs must be attempting these exercises. My heart goes out to all the people who think it's a good idea. Cool that people are getting into exercise because of stuff like that. But it's also very funny that like, yes, of course the anime fans would gravitate towards something so insane like that, and still, instead of just like doing a normal workout, it's like, no, I want to become One Punch Man. I am the main character. Damn it, I will tear a rotator cuff. No one will stop me. The real reason I got into working out was mainly, well, partly because I was terribly depressed. I had nothing else going on in my life, so I just thought, what if I just became insanely jacked for no reason? At least that would give me something to do. So then I just started doing that. And then gradually that kind of like became the only thing in my life I was doing. I was doing other stuff previous to that, but then it literally just became the only thing I was doing because it was the only thing I could like physically muster myself to do every day. Apart from like wanting to end everything, I was like, no, I have to go to the gym before I do that. It also helped me connect a lot more, like feel more connection to my own body, even though like afterward I felt like shit afterwards. Um, Honestly, the best way to start with exercises is to not listen to anybody. Like everything that I just said, throw that out the window. If you want, go into a gym. Don't feel like you have to find like a regimen or something. I was telling this to my cousin before I left Idaho, because he wanted like advice on working out and stuff, and he'd been getting into like training programs, or like his dad was telling him stuff, but you kind of have to figure out what you enjoy doing. Everyone kind of finds like an exercise that they really like to do. I really love to do arm exercises. Some people really love to do leg exercises, trap exercises, whatever. And the only way you're going to get into that and form a habit is if you enjoy what you're doing, instead of going like, I'm disciplining my body. It's like, shut the fuck up, bitch. It's fun. Like it can be fun. Like you don't have to like become the Sigma grind set male or something. Like you can genuinely enjoy going to the gym and going, I think I'll do arms today. Like you can do that. There's no law against that. Just you can have fun. So just go into a gym, or you can just order some weights off of Amazon, or go into Walmart and pick up some dumbbells and just start there. Do some curls, do some, body weight squats, push-ups, jot down, some progress in a little notebook and something, like that. Start small. It's very easy to overcomplicate fitness, and that's kind of the last thing that you want to do, if you want to make it like a lifetime habit. You don't want to make it a discipline for yourself at all. That's like the worst thing. Just make it like a fun hobby you enjoy, and maybe you can get more serious about it. But it's a very good gateway to get into healthy diet habits, healthy sleeping habits, and it does wonders for longevity too. So I definitely encourage you to just mess around a bit, try some stuff. Don't gotta go too hard on it. I think I'm tapping out. I don't have much left in the tank. Damn. Oh, just got was that a donation? I'm sorry if I missed that. Thank you very much. I don't know. It should show up in the mini feed, right? Oh, there it is. Hang on. Wait, am I going down or up? Wait. Oh, it's a follow. Someone followed. Thank you. I raised my Coke Zero to you. Feces. Thank you. Do you have any words of wisdom for the chat before I end this? Feces. Twitch user. Feces. Life good? Okay. No. Coke Zero is like way better than Diet Coke. Diet Coke is like the middle child that none of the parents like. Coke Zero is like the really smart, gifted, younger child.
You wanna say that to my face, bitch?
What?
Say that to my face?
Yeah, I'll be over there to say it to your face in just a minute. Hang on. I'm so glad to hear that life is good, Feces. I actually don't know what the difference is. I think this has nothing in it as opposed to only a little bit of something. It has 70 milligrams of sodium and 90 milligrams of potassium. So I don't have a comparison to make.
Hey,
What?
you wanna make it?
Oh, yeah, I do have a comparison. Hang on. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, what's that like?
Oh, it hurts really bad.
It's not any better. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, before I leave, we'll do a little comparison here. Hang on. Okay. Ingredients: carbonated water, caramel color, phosphoric acid, potassium, benzoate, citric acid. Oh, this has potassium acid in it. I actually genuinely, what is the difference? I don't know what the difference is. Okay, I guess this has no calories, no sugar, but they both have none of those things. Maybe I am being scammed. I don't know, man. Well, I feel stupid, but I will stick with it because I am everything but a hypocrite, and I'm committed. I'm committed now.
I thought you were quitting caffeine.
There's no caffeine in Coke Zero. No, there isn't. Is there? Isn't it?
I think the zero meant
The zero? No, there's no caffeine in this.
0 calories.
No caffeine content. 57 milligrams. No.
Your calories
Shit.
lasted
I don't know why,
like
but as
12
a
hours.
kid, I just thought.
You walk right into the target, you immediately grab it. The caffeine had you in your grip.
Does Sprite have caffeine in it?
Yes.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Do all sodas have caffeine?
All of them, yeah.
What?
Dry soda is what Mormons drink, and there's not very many kinds of it, and they're not really sold outside of Utah.
Wait, most soda has caffeine?
Yeah. Did you not know that?
No, I just thought, growing up as a kid, I just thought, oh, sodas are sugary carbonated beverages. Why is there they're not energy drinks, right?
Well, I mean, it's not like it's like enough caffeine to like get you like mildly addicted, but it's not enough to like make you like function really.
No, wait, Condom Papa says Sprite doesn't have caffeine. Or no, sorry, Condo Papa
Oh, my bad. Well,
says Sprite doesn't.
Sorry, condom pop.
No, I'm sorry, Conda Papa. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong there. Yeah. What's good?
you doing this?
I, I know. I was an ardent water consumer before I came down here, and then immediately after coming down here, I'm having like 2 monsters a day, drinking Coke Zero.
No one forced you to buy that.
I felt like the peer pressure was. I mean, I won't lie. I kind of
Pressured me half the time.
we peer pressured each other.
Monster before you.
That's not true, actually.
No, that's
Oh,
not
that was
true,
Not around me.
bitch. Sierra Mist has 0 caffeine.
Yes.
No, I am sorry. I have
True, actually.
bad news for you. No one likes Sierra Mist.
Shut up, bitch.
What? You like it?
Yeah.
You like it too?
I'm not opposed.
It's not good.
It's a better Sprite. It's better than Sprite.
Canada Dry though. That's a god tier one. That's a god tier soda.
God, you're like an old lady.
So I was talking about like my
Oh, prune juice?
my snack taste. They told me it's like I'm a miner from like the 1960s or something. You guys said that. You said I have like the taste of like a 1970s miner or something.
All right, son.
Look, Andy's hot fries,
God.
a Coke and a glass bottle. It doesn't have to be Coke Zero if it's in a glass bottle.
Coke in a glass bottle.
Uh,
Cocaine.
Some Shasta orange cola. Oh,
Jesus.
oh yeah. They don't even make that anymore, I don't think. But if you could get me something from another decade, I would ask you for some Shasta Cola and some, like, Lucky Strikes from the 1950s. I don't smoke, but by God, I want to smoke so bad.
The eternal struggle.
The eternal struggle, yeah. I should end the stream before I embarrass myself further. Thank you all for stopping by for this. I hope this was somewhat enjoyable. I hope you left with some good some workout tips, some good soda discourse, and some anime recommendations. Honestly, there's nothing better in life than getting home after an intense workout, watching some anime from like the early 2000s, and having some Coca-Cola afterwards or during.
And go to sleep in your white bed.
Yeah, going to sleep in my my white room torture room on the floor next to the mannequin. All right. Anyway, you guys all have a good night. I'll see you later. You'll see Emma probably before you see me. Anyway, goodbye.